everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for a brand new video. Today's video we have a delicious new Rangers rumour. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as you can tell by that deliciously clickbaity title, we're all ready for it. We know who we're talking about, so take a seat, relax and let's break down the man himself. But before we dive into the video, as always, just a friendly reminder, in case you are new around here, make sure you be hitting that subscribe button and help the nation on our way towards 55k. So now without any further ado, let's just dive into the video then, shall we? Because this is delicious. 3, 2, 1. Lewis Holtby linked to Rangers. That's right, Lewis Holtby, the man who formerly played for Spurs, now plays for Hamburg, who, believe it or not, is actually their captain now and has been for numerous years. The news actually just broke about 45 minutes ago. I was sitting on my bed, I was just praying for content, and boy was those prayers actually answered, because the second that Hamburg tweeted out that they are not re-signing Lewis Holtby, his contract will end at the end of this current season, the rumours just started to heat up like somebody turned it at 250 and we're cooking on max. And before we go any further, by the way, I just want to say that there's been no concrete proof. There's no Sky Sports tweet or anything about Rangers and Holtby. No. It's just people from Germany tweeting it out, like media accounts over there, newspapers, etc., linking the captain with the move to Ibrox. So who actually is Lewis Holtby? Just in case you don't know, Lewis Holtby is 28 years old. He is English and Germany. He has chosen to play for the German national team and he has done it very impressively 3 times. That's not the easiest setup to actually break into, so you've actually got to give him credit for that. And he, believe it or not, his position, attacking midfield, lads. We've got one. Finally. The role that Rangers are so badly needing an improvement on. You actually look at it, a guy with 3 international caps, 28 years old, he's played for Tottenham, he's played over 200 games in the Bundesliga. Is this a dream come true? Probably. Will it happen? Probably not. Now you might be like me, my initial thought was, why are they not re-signing their captain who's leading them back to the division they actually belong in? He's only 28 years old, still got a lot of football left. There must be something wrong there, he must not be performing. And I was thinking the exact same, but when you actually go and look at it and you look at the fans' reaction from Hamburg, they're absolutely raging about this result. They absolutely love Holtby. Holtby is one of the guys that just runs about and does everything that needs to be done, will play in any position that's needed, and has obviously captained them through a very troubling time at Hamburg and is slowly but surely getting them back to where they actually belong. But enough talk, let's actually look at his actual stats then. This season in the league he has played 24 games, he has 4 goals and 3 assists at the centre attacking mid role. His overall stats throughout the entire season, by the way, in all competitions is 27 games, 5 goals and 6 assists. Now, he has played 26 of those games in the centre attacking mid role, which we actually need, and also 1 game at left wing. And as previously mentioned, he's got strong pedigree in the Bundesliga, playing 200 games. He's played over 35 games in the Premier League for Tottenham as well during his time, and that is what we're actually going to speak about, because as you may or may not know, the English team that I actually follow is Tottenham, since my dad bought me a Spurs top when I was a very young lad with Gaza on the back. And Holtby actually came to Tottenham and he actually performed pretty well. He just couldn't really get our strong run in the team because he kept getting dropped for whatever reason. He'd come in, play well, come back out the squad, someone else would replace him. It was a very weird time, but I think every single game that he actually played, the fans really got behind him, because you saw a hard-working player who has a delicious shot on him, by the way, very good passing, but it's his hard work that really stands out above everything, and that's what I remember when I actually think about Lewis's time at Tottenham, watching him actually play. And if you combine his overall stats throughout his entire career, both at centre mid and centre attacking mid, he has 387 games, 67 goals, and a very impressive 71 assists as well. Goals to assists, pretty damn close to that. I rate that. I don't know what this is though. Let's stop it now. Now I can imagine some people's reactions is going to be, oh no another midfield TJ, we're so stacked already. You've got Arfield, Davis, Ryan, Jackson there, you've got Glenn Kamara doing bits, you've got McCrory, who is one of our up-and-coming superstars. It doesn't even get a game. And then you've got the likes of like Greg Docherty out on loan doing bits. We're all waiting for him to come back. And let's not forget about Jordan Rosser, who has taken full advantage of the loan to remind us what he actually has. But when you look at all of our players, when you put them all out on the table, Davis might be leaving at the end of the season. Has he done enough to win a contract yet? Not for me personally. So that's one at the door. You've got Koulibaly leaving. But even when you look at the rest, is there an attacking midfield player in there? Graham Dorrans would be someone that you could probably counter-argue, but the man's never fit, and I hate to say that because I absolutely love the guy and I hope he comes back and plays for Rangers, but he's never fit. We can't keep relying on him to come back and open these doors for us. We've got someone there potentially available for free that would come in, do the hard work that all other players do, but also when he does get the ball in the creative areas, he will actually make things happen. And when you go back and you think of the games that we've struggled in, what has our midfield always done? They've brought it forward, and then they've sort of looked from side to side, passed it to Ryan Kent and hope he's won us the game. Drill it at Alfredo Morelos and hope he's won the game. With another creative attacking outlet there, that is going to open up some doors more than what I think you put in like a Ross McCrory or Jordan Ross into that midfield. That's making it a bit more defensive. We need some offensive. So I think he could even sit maybe the centre mid role where like a Scotty Arfield or Davis has been playing sometimes this season. And not only has he got the hard work to play centre mid, but he's also got that class when he is actually going forward to pick the right passes and actually create things for our strikers. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Some creativeness. So unlike the last couple of Rangers rumours that we've actually done on the channel where we've spoken about midfield players and I've went, nah, we didn't need them, I think he's actually needed. I mean, you saw what half-cut Carlos Pena done to the league with his goal-to-game ratio, which was absolutely outstanding. When you get someone who's going to be able to play 30-odd games a year with maybe less distractions off the field and everything like that, that is someone that could really change these games that we are drawing 1-1, 0-0, or even losing 1-0 or getting beaten quarterfinals and everything against Aberdeen to get that other creative chance, and that could turn them into wins. But anyway, now that we've actually looked at the man's stats overall in his career and recently, and also reflected on the positions that he could play if he does join the Rangers, all that's left is for me and thee to get their fan reactions out there. Do you think that we should sign Lewis Holtby? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. Now, before we actually jump over to chat, I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on this. Obviously, I've watched them a bit more, obviously at Spurs, not really recently at Hamburg, but going from what I'm reading, what the fans' reactions were from Hamburg side of things, I think there's a very, very talented player in there. Yes, he never lived up to his early potential where he was supposed to be this and that. I mean, he was even likened to like Balak and stuff like that in his early days. He's clearly never got to that stage, but if we did bring him in, he's a creative, very, very hard-working player, and fans seem to take to him every single way he goes. He's one of those characters in that as well. So I think if it's available, go ahead, grab him. It's for free. Yes, the wages would be expensive, but so would signing him for about £3 million. And hopefully by now that you've actually said, would you like to sign him? Also, another question on the flip side of that, do you actually think it will happen? Me? No, not a chance. I don't think so at all. But now it's time to turn our attentions to Twitter and hear from the people. 793 votes, thank you so much for getting involved. 24% votes for no, but 76% of the people votes for yes. That's very, very high, especially considering this is obviously Rangers rumours where it's normally much, much closer. Dominic Docherty writes in, sorry, definitely a number 10. We don't have one of those. Craig72 says yes, no clue who he is, but by the time I'm watching you read this, I will have my opinion will change to no, so we shouldn't sign him. I mean, at least he's honest. He's honest there. DKD writes in, doubt we could afford his wages, but boy, would be a class addition. Lewis McInnes writes in, goal scoring midfielder, something we've been missing since we sold Windass. Like it or not, but he's scored a lot of goals for us, and when Morelos isn't scoring, we hardly have anyone chipping in. Celtic have 3 midfield players who are always looking to score. That is the difference in the league. I mean, that's very fair. I'm sure Baz was the one that says that they've scored over 30 goals between them. Ours has scored about 14, 15. So, I mean, that's fair. Billy K writes in, signed for Hamburg from Mainz for 9.9 million 6 years ago. Worth 2 million now. Why the devaluation of 7.9 million? Another paycheck searcher. Got another Bruno Alves written all over it. Well, I disagree, Billy, but I mean, that's completely fair, mate. Ross Noble writes in, 2 many midfield players already, and if we were to sign him, we would be gambling on him being a good signing. He is just a waste of money. Brian McCubbin writes in, definitely could be the number 10 that we badly need. RB writes in, he was a smashing player when he was younger. No sure what he's like now. Feel like he's been around forever. A new challenge might be what the man actually needs. Alan D says, I voted yes, but we really need to start offloading some players. I'm pretty sure by what Steven Gerrard has said in press conferences, we'll be doing just that, Alan. Stay tuned for the summer. A lot of outs. Willie writes in, big potential years ago, has never really made the cut wherever he's went though. Cammy's went, who's that? Hopefully this video has explained that, Cammy. If not, standard me. Cameron Smith says, definitely he's a great little player. Faceless writes in, why we won't ever learn, will we? Signing players when their best days are behind them. Well aware of his age, by the way, but this is a player that showed so much potential when he was younger and never live up to the hype. Kyle Morrison writes, exactly what we need and is probably better than Davis and like 6 or 7 years younger as well, I believe. Blue Buffalo writes in, he was a cracking creative midfield player with Schalke as a youngster. He unfortunately couldn't step up to Spurs level at the time. I reckon he would do fantastically in our team, however. Lewis writes in, what age is he? 28 loose. That's just for you. Christopher Williamson writes, who the folk? And the last one we'll actually read it comes from Kieran. He writes, 100% effing yes, please. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard from the people. Sort of mixed sort of reactions in the comments, but the poll very, very one-sided in terms of Lewis. If you haven't got your thoughts and opinions out there already, get them out there and share with the nation. Shout out to the 50 strong on the Patreon's account for all the support and helping the channel continue to grow. The link for that, if you want to help support, is down in the description below. I've been CJ Thanks so much for watching, and bye.